So, this is going to be a little bit about my experience with the King Paimon. Paimon showed up for the first time about a year ago through Belial. I don't remember why. It just happened. And I fell in love straight away with him. He's like the most beautiful spirit I've ever seen. No. Oh, I've seen a lot of beautiful spirits, but anyway, one of the most beautiful demons I've ever encountered was King Paimon. He showed up like this big, muscly, super masculine, beautiful man, like emanating healing energies and so fucking soft, like Jupiterian softness, kind of big, muscly torso, you know, just blew my mind. And well, we had a close encounter and communicated a bit, and but then he disappeared, and I was left alone with Belial again, and Belial could sense that I liked Paimon, that I fancied him, and he got jealous, of course. Me and Belial, we have a long history now, been together like 3 years, and he kind of fell in love with me, and I fell in love with him, but that's a real tragic story, because Belial is incapable of love. He's like really ill, and he is very abusive and so on. But anyway, Belial got jealous, and that was that, and then it went some time, like like a year or something, when I was severely abused by Belial. I screamed and screamed for help, like I always do, you know, when you're in trauma and you're abused by a demon, spirit, or whatever. But these demons are like Belial is severely abusive. You get so traumatized, you scream and you can't even think, because he hurts you so much physically and so on. So you lose. You can't think under trauma, so you just scream. You scream for orgasm. I mean, you scream for. But anyway, I screamed after Paimon, and surprisingly, he showed up. And I was like, dear God, please help me. I was in so much pain, and he answered. He asked, like, what do you mean? What am I supposed to do? How can I help you? And I was in so much pain and so disturbed mentally from the trauma and everything, so I couldn't think. I just said like something like, anything, just anything, whatever you can do, just help save me from Belial, because he's abusing me so much. I can't live. And we started to try to come up with a deal, something like because wasn't the type that would just help without getting anything in return. These beings work like on transactional relationships, so they want like worship for favors, tricks for tricks. Like if I'm going to do something for you, you have to do something for me. So like then you have to set up an altar kind of and give offerings and for him to help you. Then, but I mean, I'm sick. I'm on sick pension. I can barely stand. I have arthritis, and I have to get. I can't. I don't have. I have ADHD, and I am a former addict, and I mean, I have brain damage from all the drugs and all the abuse. I grew up with abusive, alcoholic parents, narcissists. And I've been I suffer from complex PTSD. I can't keep a deal like that, like an altar and offer things on a daily basis. I'm going to forget, and I can't keep such a deal. So I had to turn. He was willing to help that way, but I had to turn him down. I had to like, okay, if you can do it for a cause, like out of virtue to help a woman, save her from an abusive man without getting anything in return, just do it for a cause. Then I can't. Then fuck it. I can't. Then forget I ever asked you. But he stayed anyway because Belial was jealous. He knew I fancied him, and they made like a pact behind my back. Like if I approached Paimon lovingly, then Paimon was supposed to punish me for Belial. Like Belial wanted Paimon to punish me if I showed any affection towards Paimon, which Belial already knew I was going to do because he already knew I fancied him and that I had fallen for him. So the punishment from both Belial and Paimon was a guarantee from that point on. So now I was in even more trouble than I was before, because now I had Belial and Paimon going to abuse me. And I mean, the abuse from Paimon started straight away. Not even Belial started abusing me that fast. Paimon was even worse. He started abusing me right away. Like he started to infect me with fungus in my mouth and in my vagina, like straight away. And then they came up with an abusive torture method that they came up with together. That the whole thing with it was that they were going to punish me and reward me in a very abusive, very, very abusive way, where they punished me physically severely, to the point where I just screamed. I screamed and I screamed for and then I screamed for Saturn, who I had screamed. I am Saturnian. So the god that I have prayed to the most has been Saturn, and he has helped me to and fro. But this time I screamed for him, and I screamed for him to come and kill these beings. I screamed for him to come and kill Belial and Paimon. Just desperately I screamed because they hurt me so much. The abuse was so severe, so I I screamed and I screamed and I screamed, and Saturn didn't respond right away, but he did later. But that's kind of for another video. He showed up later with the Galactic Federation. I might as well take it now. Saturn showed up later with the Galactic Federation with Sirius. They got a Sirius ISIS. And like a SWAT team. So it became kind of a war in the astral where Saturn fought Belial and King Paimon and the other demons that was here with me. He gave me weapons. Saturn gave me weapons, and he had a whole SWAT team with him that fought Belial and Paimon in the astral, and that kind of pushed Belial and Paimon and the demons so further away. Like Lucifer was also here, and so it eased up a bit from there, but it didn't it didn't do what it was meant to do. I was meant to be like free from the whole thing was meant to free me from the demonic abuse that I had been suffering from Belial and Paimon and these beings that just show up without consent and just abuse you. So but anyway, it helped a little bit. And so, well, then but then it has continued. All the beings are still here, and I just want to be free of these demons, but it feels hopeless, actually. But anyway, I lost track of what I was going to say now. This was going to be about King Paimon, and yeah. But then yeah. After the fighting in the war and stuff, Paimon kind of changed. We haven't communicated so much, but he hasn't been directly so abusive as he was in the beginning. He's kind of elusive, he's very manipulative, very hard to get a grip on, and but very beautiful, very easy to fall in love with, but really really manipulative and not trustworthy at all. But easy to fall in love with, really. Really cute when he's cute, but really nasty when he's nasty. So I don't know why I'm really scared to approach him closer to. I really don't want to, because I've fallen in love with all these, like I fell in love with Belial, I fell in love with Lucifer, I fell in love with Samael, I fell in love with King Paimon, but none of them are capable of love. They're like love scared. They're like narcissists. They just get abusive approaching love. So I've just given up on all what's it called? All hopes of love with them. You know, as a woman, you just want to love, I just do love. I don't. Men are so strange, and I like. I dismantled my ego. I mean, I've been a codependent all my life, so I had a severe ego. Ego problems. I suffered from all these love scare. I mean, I've lived with narcissists all my life, so as a codependent, you are a narcissist. The narcissist is codependent, and the codependent is narcissist. It's just one is rigid and one is resilient. But anyway, I dismantled all my ego and incarnated into love. As you probably know, women incarnate into love when we dismantle our ego, when the men incarnate freedom. So, but these beings are so far behind when it comes to this evolution, and these they don't want to change either. So it's like kind of hopeless. Really sad falling in love with them, because you're just constantly heartbroken and abused. I just want to get them out of my life, but I just don't know fucking how. Tired. But anyway, kiss, kiss, bye bye.